if you feel like you're not getting anywhere, we're going to go over why that is and how you can change it. And so in this course that I'm in, the mentor, instructor, coach, whatever you want to call him, he put up a picture of a tachometer that tells the RPMs, rotations per minute of your engine, right? And he said, I want you to take a metaphor here and use this tachometer as though you're looking at your life, and we're going to call RPMs rapid personal momentum. And he asked, what's your rapid personal momentum level? And that tachometer went from 0 to 9. And he basically defined what's a 1 to 2, which is where a whole lot of people, 90% of the population, spends their life, just barely alive, breathing, going to work, doing the things they do day in and day out. And then there's those 3s and 4s that do a little bit above average. There's a lot of business owners that fall into that category. And then there's those 5s and 6s, the people that are really working their tail off. They're being more consistent than the vast majority of folks. These are people that are really getting things done, but they still feel as though they're pushing up against a wall. And I felt like I fell into that category, and several of the other of the really motivated students and high-performance individuals in the class, we were all saying we're 5s and 6s. And he had us all list out, okay, well, within that range of 0 to 6 on the RPMs of your life, your rapid personal momentum, on that scale, list 5 things that fall within that range, things you know you're fully capable of doing, and then say how it makes you feel when you accomplish those things. And so we all listed 5 things we're fully capable of doing, and I came up with a quick list. He only gave us 30 seconds, and it was like shoot a marketing video, like what I'm doing right now, send out a marketing email, make 10 cold calls, 10 follow-ups, and do a workout. And how does that make you feel? It makes me feel accomplished, fulfilled, on the right track. Great. Okay. Everybody, no matter where they fell on that scale, from 0 to 6, so if they were a 1 or a 2, if they were a 3 or 4, or if they were like me, a 5 or a 6, and they really work their tail off and they hardly sleep, and people ask them, man, you must be crazy. What are you doing? Do you take some sort of special energy pills? We all had the same list. It looked the same, that list of 5 things. It's just the level at which and how consistently we were doing those things. Well, here's what's interesting. If you start to get out of your comfort zone on that RPMs of your life, tachometer of your life, you get into the 7 to 7.5 range. This is your uncomfort zone. This is where the magic happens. And basically what he said was anything that lies between 7 and 9 on that life tachometer that has you uncomfortable or extremely uncomfortable, that's where the magic happens. That's where the things happen that are going to change your life and give you everything you want. Everything you want is contained within that scale between 7 and 9, which is outside your comfort zone. Well, here's where it got interesting. He asked all of us, okay, I'm going to give you 30 seconds. Give me a list of 5 things that you would be uncomfortable with, maybe not extremely, but uncomfortable with, and it would really push you to do those things. But you know if they did them, it would make a great impact and really take you towards your goals. 30 seconds, none of us could come up with a list of 5 things. Not one of us. There's a whole bunch of people in this course, not one of us could do it in 30 seconds. And he said, you know why that is? It's because we're programmed by default. We're able to come up with the list of to-dos within our comfort zone. We're able to come up with that list all day long. And some of those things are income-producing activities, and they might actually make you money. But you'll never experience explosive growth in your life or anything extraordinary, and you'll never reach your goals and your dreams if you can't start to think about things that are at least in your uncomfort zone and get you uncomfortable. We're not even talking extremely uncomfortable yet. And so he gave us some ideas, and I'm going to read some of those off to you. I took some notes, and I actually did do one of them, but they were, if you really suck at public speaking and that makes you nervous, go to Toastmasters. If you are nervous about dating or asking somebody out, go to a speed dating meetup. Get on Craigslist and start a group about reading if you feel like you're not disciplined about your reading. If you know that health and fitness is something you need to work on and a 5K or a 10K would make you uncomfortable, sign up for that 5K or that 10K right now. And so he just went through this list of things to do, and one of the things that would make me uncomfortable and something that I feel like I really need to grow on is taking a class on healthy cooking, making healthy snacks, things like that. So I signed up for one of those classes this weekend. And that just has me in my uncomfort zone, okay? And he said, here's the cool thing. If you can even get into your uncomfort zone between like a 7 and a 7.5 and start doing some of those things, the 5K, the 10K, the cooking class, the speed dating, magic things start to happen for you. And now all of a sudden, those things that fall within your comfort zone that you know you need to be doing, they're like nothing. If you can do just 1 or 2 things a week in your uncomfort zone and get out of your comfort zone, then everything in your comfort zone you know you need to be doing, it becomes insignificant. 10 cold calls, not hard to do. 10 follow-ups, not hard to do. Shoot that marketing video, not hard to do. And those are things that need to be getting done. So it's a matter of changing your perspective. Instead of the to-do list and, the most difficult things I do is this list of 5 things I can easily come up with and it's within my comfort zone. Now all of a sudden, I'm having to get outside my comfort zone at least once or twice a week. Now it's no big deal to do the income-producing activities I know I need to do. Now, here's the last part of it. Your extremely uncomfortable zone. And this one, he said, I'm going to let your creativity run. And so I've got to come up with my own ideas, and I haven't even come up with one yet, but somewhere in that 7.6 to 9 zone, these are 5 things that would make you completely scared to take on, yet accomplishing them would they would change your life in an amazing way and benefit your life greatly. What are 5 things? I got to really think on this list. One of them might be, let me just try to come up with one really quick. Extremely, extremely uncomfortable and scared. One of them might be delivering a keynote at a major event with like 5,000 people there. But wouldn't that be explosive for my business? I mean, if I had a book, I could plug my book. With my business, I could instantly have 5,000 people on my email list just by delivering the keynote and popping a link up on the screen for people to go to. See, it would be explosive, but it's extremely uncomfortable and scary. And if I did that, can you imagine how insignificant 10 cold calls and 10 follow-ups and a marketing video like this and a marketing email and doing my workout would be? It would be insignificant. So when you raise the bar and when you get outside your comfort zone, now the things that you need to be doing every day that you maybe even struggle with right now, they become insignificant. It's nothing. And by virtue of doing the things that have you outside your comfort zone, you're going to make the new connections you need to make. You're going to be doing the income-producing activities because the other people doing those things, they're doing the income-producing activities. It's just the norm. It's what you do. So raise the bar, get outside your comfort zone, and understand right now, if you feel like you're not getting anything done, here's the answer. You've got to quit living in your comfort zone all the time. Get out of that comfort zone at least once or twice a week, and the uncomfortable becomes the new comfortable. You get that? That's huge. The uncomfortable becomes the new comfortable.